What's good, everybody? It's DJ Son. So we got some more information that leaked out for the Year 5 Season 2 operation that's coming out. So as usual, I'm not going to bore y'all with an intro. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm going to let y'all know what I got and we're going to talk about it. So in my other video, I detailed what the operators will be, like their names and their weaponry and stuff like that. But here we have more information coming from Reddit user Hypix9. And this is what's translated from the Russian leak that came out a while ago. So as I said, I went over all this stuff in the last video if y'all want to go to my channel and watch that one. But the things I didn't go over is the gadgets. So we got more information about that here. So Phyllis, or Slowpoke as I like to call her gadget, is called Smart Wire. And it's barbed wire that slows down enemies significantly and does damage over time when moving through it. Immune to melee, marks enemy gadgets that move through the wire. So last video that I uploaded, it said that Phyllis will be able to use the new ping system that's coming in the Rainbow Six Siege along with this operation right here, which is also called Operation Hidden Eyes, by the way. So with this operation, the ping system is coming, so she'll be able to use that and it marks any gadget that moves through the wire. Now this is something that's going to be interesting, because if Knock is using her gadget and she moves through the wire, does that mean she's marked? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or is it just like drones and just stuff of that nature? Like, we don't really know what certifies as a gadget or not. This really didn't pique my interest when I first read about it, and honestly it really doesn't now. It's going to be immune to melee, it says, but I mean, you're going to have to bring along maybe a sledge or, you know, a Zofia, or maybe even use nade utility to get rid of it. So that's the part of it that's kind of interesting. But overall, this operator really doesn't like pique my interest to like, I'm going to want to play her. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she's going to shake up the game or anything like that either. So I'm still not really sold on Phyllis. But on to my man Odin. This is the guy that I really want to play. This is the guy that I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna be in the test server, I'm gonna be like, let me get that Odin up off you for real. So his gadget is a stealthy spider drone. Now stealthy is what I'm worried about, or what I'm intrigued in. Not really worried, but intrigued is the right word. Because does that mean the drone is invisible? Is it cloaked? Does it have a cloak on it? Because there's some people that were in my comments saying the spider drone is actually gonna be cloaked. So by it saying stealthy, it could mean cloaked, it could mean like it's stealthy because it's not moving like your regular drone, or maybe it doesn't make a lot of noise, you know, stuff like that. But it says stealthy spider drone that can climb up walls, ceilings, and surfaces and dig holes through soft walls. So that's gonna be the soft breach. And this interests me too, because again, how big is the hole gonna be? Like, can we just, is it gonna be a Maverick thing where I have to hold it, and the longer I hold it, the bigger the hole is? Or is it just gonna be like a bullet hole? Like, that stuff is stuff I have questions on still. Also, it can fire a charge that will replenish attacker health over time within the AoE. So if anybody's played Destiny, I'm pretty sure like a good handful of you are. But if you don't, there's a warlock thing. There's a warlock ability that he throws down a circle on the floor, and anybody that's standing in it, it's called a healing rift, and anybody that's standing in it gets their health back. This is gonna be interesting to say the least, because the only thing that has health regeneration in Siege is just Doc on defense. So now you have something that if an attacker gets low, say like an Ashe runs in there, she kills 2 people, she doesn't have to keep pushing with that 5% health or 5 health. She can run back outside. It's gonna be time consuming, but if Odin's close, she can run back out and get a heal, and then you, depending on how much health it does, you got a full health Ashe to deal with still. So it's gonna be something interesting. It's gonna be something interesting. But that's it for operator wise. So now we're gonna get to the meat. This patch right here, I don't know what Ubisoft is thinking, man. There's a lot of stuff in here that makes me just, it makes my eye twitch, man. I'm looking at Ubisoft kind of cockeyed. Like, look, y'all know what y'all did to Ying, and y'all just nerfed Ying again after y'all realized that she was too strong, and you took Candela away from her again. And this patch right here seemed like it's going into Ying territory. Let's just say that. So let's get into these Year 5 Season 2 balance changes. These changes were leaked too by the same guy that's been leaking the new information on the operators. Like I said, he gave us information about Yana and the orcs before they dropped. So again, take everything with a grain of salt. This is leaked, nothing is set in stone. They could change it because it got leaked. They could change it because they had different fillers or whatever the case may be. But anyways, let's get into it. So Doc, he's not going to be a 2 armor and 2 speed operator, and the ACOG of the MP5 and the P90 are going to be removed. So who does that leave with ACOGs on defense now? Maestro got his taken away, and now Doc is going to get his taken away. So now we have Rook, we have Echo, and I don't know who else off the top of my head, but it's narrowing down, man. They taking away all these ACOGs on defense. I don't know if they're trying to make the game play faster or slower, or if they trying to change the tempo. I don't know. Do I think this is a good idea? I mean, docs don't really stay on site anyway. They supposed to, but you know, you ever play with a doc that's roaming? Say you playing coastline, the site's in the kitchen, this man all the way over in the aquarium somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So they could be looking at that like, yo, we need to change them. I don't know. But do I think this is a good idea? No, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think the ACOG should be removed. And I don't think he should be a 2 armor 2 speed, just because this may be my own personal taste, but I don't necessarily agree with it. But on the Blitz, I ain't never seen anybody play Blitz since the nerf, so maybe they're trying to bring him back into the siege pool of operators that are viable. But his ADS time has changed to 0.5 seconds, and the P12 will now have a red dot scope. I like the fact that the pistol is getting a red dot, but I can't stand Blitz as an operator, so I'm not into this ADS change. But for those y'all that like to play Blitz, this is be good for y'all. I just, don't let me catch you in rank. I'll say that. So Amaru, this is probably gonna be OP. I'm telling y'all now. This is probably gonna be OP. Depending on how much time they use for this, it may be OP. So it says decrease the time between landing and putting up her gun, and the guard hook can now fly indoors. I remember people talking about the hook being able to hook stuff like inside areas, like to get across to a balcony or stuff like that. So now they're making that doable. So that I like that. What I don't like is the time between landing and putting up her gun. So they're decreasing that time, and you slap an angle grip on her. Now, depending on who has her, Amaru in the right hands with an angle grip and this fast put up time for her gun, she gonna be scary. Let's just say that. She gonna be real scary. Like, I'm gonna have nightmares if I see her in rank for real. So the only thing about this again is the guard hook I like, but I don't necessarily like the decreased time in between landing and putting up her gun. But like I said, we'll see. The next one is Knock. Her FMG9 will have an ACOG. I do not like this whatsoever. The operator already has nades. You can't hear her. You can't see her on the camera, depending on what camera it is. And you're also going to give her a FMG9 with ACOG? Well, she already has FMG9, but you're going to slap an ACOG on it? Like, imagine a Knock pushing Skybridge. You know, say you didn't bring a Legion or anything this time, right? She pushes up Skybridge. You can't hear her. Say she didn't make any sound pushing through the barbed wire, because you know how sound is in Siege. She can now has a great angle from boxes on Skybridge all the way to green, and green stairs if you have a rotate hole there. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that necessarily, but then again, now look, Phyllis Suite is gonna be in the game when this comes around. So, and Nox not gonna be able to melee that barbed wire, but like I said, she got nades. So I don't know what they're thinking about this, man. I don't like this at all. Ubisoft, what are you doing, bro? Don't put an ACOG on her gun. Just don't do it. So next up is Jackal, and they're taking away his secondary shotgun. Now I don't know what they're doing this for. I really don't. Maybe they're still trying to say he has too much destruction, because I think Jackal has recharges too. This doesn't really seem like a necessary change to me. Maybe it's like that in high rank. Like, it's a necessary change in high rank, you know, because Jackal can blow hatches and he has like destructive capability besides the breach charges, so maybe that factors in. But again, for me personally, this is filtering into like the Ubisoft what are you doing category. I don't know why they would touch Jackal Shoddy, but nevertheless, that's going to be removed. So that's the only thing about him. So other balance changes, the secondary gadgets. This right here may be the biggest thing out of this whole patch. Now you know they nerfed Jager by nerfing his gun. Then they buffed him. It's kind of a buff if you ask me. The 2-speed, 2 armor thing is that he can take more shots. He may be slower. I haven't noticed like a speed change in my opinion. Like he still feels the same when playing the game to me. But nevertheless, he got a nerf and a buff, right? They've been back and forth with Jager. So now they're touching him again. But this time, they're removing his barbed wire and giving him a nitro cell. The man is already like must bring for any team comp still. And they giving this man a nitro cell? This may be a hot take, y'all, but I like this. I ain't even go front. Cause I play a lot of Jager and I use the barbed wire, like of course I set it down on like the stairs and stuff like that, but I'm a person that kind of like wants to go for kills. So me getting that nitro, it just opens up like for more opportunities to do things. Like there's plant denial, of course there's more frag potential. I don't know, I like this though. I like this. There may be a hot take like I said, but hey, the barbed wire get removed for the nitro. I'm gonna play it on the test server. I'm gonna see how it is, you know, just how he changes the game up a little bit, and I'll have more on my decision like after I actually play him with that loadout. So but as of now, I like where that's going. So Doc's bulletproof camera is getting rotated out for impact grenades. So this goes along with like him being a 2 armor and 2 speed operator. Most of them people like Legion, that he has impacts, you know, stuff like that. So Doc's gonna have more roaming potential, so it's only right that they give him an impact grenade to make rotates for himself. But I don't know, he can heal himself once he take damage, of course, that's what Doc does. He may be a strong roamer in the year 5 season 2. As with everything, we just gonna see how it pans out, man. I don't know how I feel about this, but it's just a we'll see for now. Next is IQ, and they're removing her breaching charge with smoke grenades. I don't know what they're thinking about all these smokes. Ying still has her 2 smokes. IQ has smokes. The Gridlock has smokes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. It's crazy amount of smokes in this game right now. I don't necessarily know how I feel about this. I don't really run breaches on IQ anyways, but now I'll be bringing the smokes just cause they have them. But as a community, I don't know how this is gonna make like the Siege players feel, because smokes have a lot of. It's a strong utility. It's a strong base utility. So giving it to more people, I don't necessarily think that this is the play. So I'm gonna stick with the we'll see for now. Next, they're taking away 1 breach charge from all attackers. So it says all attackers will only have 2 breach charges, down from 3. Again, not really a big deal for me. It's just a we'll see. I don't really use breaches anyway. If I use soft breach, I'll bring like a sledge instead of like, you know, running Zofia with breaches. I like Zofia's gun more than, you know, sledges, but for soft breach utility, I'll just bring a sledge instead of just bringing breach charges. Yeah, this is a we'll see too. So Russian scopes will be changed into regular scopes. This is like Kapkan and Tachanka. You know how their holographic scopes are different from like the regular scopes? So now they're just gonna rotate that design out all together, and then they're gonna make them just regular scopes. So hollows will be hollows, and you know how that goes. The last thing is the suppressor will decrease damage by 10%, which is not really a big deal because I don't run suppressors anyway, and I haven't seen anybody that really does it. Just people do it for the memes. So again, that's not really anything to worry about. So overall, I like the direction that they're going in. I don't really have a huge problem for where it's going overall. So let me know what y'all think about this patch in the comment section down below. Also like, subscribe for more Siege content, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.